Hello, friends. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things happening around you. I appreciate every one of you that have subscribed to this channel. And if you have not subscribed, I say thank you very much, because I know that at the end of this news, you are going to subscribe. And I want you to press the red button and also the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we publish any news. Thank you very much once again.
Fulani Ruga settlement. What will we do to Southwest governors? Yoruba youth blow hot. The Yoruba Youth Council (YYC) worldwide has vowed to stone to death and burn to ashes any Southwest governor that gives out land to federal government for the proposed Ruga farm settlement for S-men. YYC issued the warning while describing the Ruga settlement initiative as a subtle attempt to colonize the Southwest under the guise of promoting cattle rearing. In a statement signed by its Deputy National Secretary Benson Akinwumi, YYC warned that the move would only aggravate the elders farmers crisis in the country instead of solving it. He said, as much as we are trying to contain and suppress all the pressures caused and outcry from youth within and outside the nation, we still want to make our own stand known to the general public and the federal government of Nigeria with no diplomacy that we don't want Ruga. The Yoruba Youth Council, as a body of all youth in Yoruba land, are saying no to Ruga. We don't want it and we will never allow it. We know the evil ones who behind the veil are trying to force this evil policy as against the wish of the masses. The other time it was cattle colony. Then they decided to withdraw all gun licenses, which are basically for self-defense, and now it is Ruga. Is Buhari in office to serve the interests of cows? With all the major challenges facing the country at a time like this, is Ruga the answer or the next thing? Why should they always be coming up with policies that will only benefit the Fulanis? Is any other tribe in any way inferior to them? They are not superior in any way, and I think it is time to make them realize it. We can't afford a repeat of what has happened in the past. Not now, not even close, not forever, not now that the entire nation is at the mercy of Fulani Esme, not now that our youth are unemployed, not now that we cannot effectively implement a token of 30,000 naira as a minimum wage, not for the Fulani that even the president admittedly confirmed that most of them are not Nigerians. The government needs no town crier to proclaim a war. They only need to enforce a policy against the wish of the poor masses, and fire will burn. If the people behind these evil plots do not recite their decision and are still trying to enforce it as against the wish of the masses, let them be fully aware that we will not hesitate to mobilize all the progressive youth across all lands for a process that all the combined armed forces in Nigeria cannot stop. We are determined to stone to death and burn to ashes any Southwest governor that agree with this policy and give out our land. Yeah, I think this Ruga of a thing is not something that the federal government is going to force on anybody. But the issue now is that all the governors, they had meeting, and I think maybe in their next meeting or so, and all the governors, they agreed that okay, they want to go through the Ruga process or something, but it is now for them to go back to their state and relate it with their people. If their people want it, fine. If their people don't want it, there is no problem about it. And that is why the federal government is like, okay, we are not forcing it down your throat, because the land belongs to the state, and it is the governor that has the power to give land to people for that purpose, because the land is just going to be for for like just kind of like farm settlements. They will have hospitals and they will have all manner of things, just because of this cattle rearers issue. So it is now left for the governors whether to listen to what the people say. If the masses say they don't want it, the governor has no right to do anything. And that is why these youth, they've really come out to say we don't want it. So it is not within the power of a federal government to push it down the throat of the masses. So now everyone has to go back to their governor. Like what they are saying, if you see any Ruga settlements or trying to make it happen in any state, you have to hold your governor responsible, because they had a meeting and they agreed to that. So, but they just agreed to that. It is not left for them to come and relate that to their people, if their people will want it. And that's why people say they don't want it. And I really support this Yoruba youth, because they are saying out their minds. So you can't, until when you push people to the wall, that's where you see them, they will reverse back and they want to do something nasty. But I hope it will not get to that. The governors have to be, vigilant and be wise. Now we have a lot of problems that that are before us. The minimum wage, there's no kind of energy for the federal government to say that they want to really implement it. All the youth, most of the youth that are unemployed, they are on the streets, roaming the streets of the country. They are not even putting any effort to curb that thing. And at the end of the day, you see the same people. Thank God, it is the same Southwest youth. There are people, or the people at the top, they will still come out and say, no, it is not a Fulani, whatever. It is not a Caturera problem. That is the criminals among them, that are trying to disguise and all of that. So they will be the one that will say that something of that nature is not happening. So they should hold their governor responsible. Everybody hold your governor responsible if such thing like Ruga happens. That is my own opinion. Please drop your comments below in the comment section. Thank you.